Hello everyone. I am sorry about yesterday. I did not make a video because of the venue. It was super loud and I just decided nah, may as well wait. But I am finally back at home and I can make a video with a mic. So this is gonna be a decently long video just so I can make up for the missed minutes and all. But this is going to be the Dream Goal Part 3. So then I'm gonna be talking about the other two units for this build. I got this guy like yesterday. It was no, I got this guy today actually. I got this guy like in the morning whenever I just like loaded it up because I was like, I just wanted to hop on for just a second so I can make sure I got everything set up, and I just summoned this dude, which was pretty sweet, I gotta say. Um, I like I like him a lot, right? Because of his damage over time is insane, right? But like what I want to focus on right now, and I'm gonna explain why I want to focus on it right now. But like it's very important. This is his first skill. At level 1, it deals 140% damage. At level 2, it deals let's see, 165% damage if the target's HP is 50% or higher. Here we have 120 and 60%. Make me do math. I hate it. 192%, and just etc., all the way until you get to 320% if the target's HP is 50% or higher. That's higher than this base. But this is definitely his best skill, and I will explain that as well. Right? So if you can make this so that its basic start is 320% of your attack to one target, your Ashley is going to be broken. I'm being legit for you. And this is a secondary chance. It's a secondary skill, which is like let's just say broken, right? At level 6, practically guaranteed critical strike chance. Deal way more damage. And it just applies 5 stacks of enemy wounds. Just just guarantee it. Just guarantee that you're gonna hit ebony wounds. That's his little special one. It stacks up to 10 times. No, so it's literally all of the 300% ones, but it takes more time to get there. And there's like a reason, because if you didn't have it, it'd be kind of broken. And it's just based on accumulating all of that. And we have this move, which is a buttload of damage. Inflict damage equal to 300% of attack to one target. Yeah, that's pretty good. 70% chance to remove all buffs, which is pretty good. I believe it goes up to 100, right? And there's an 80% chance to stun. It starts out 55% for 2 turns, right? Let's go over the hero talent. You inflict damage equal to 70% of attack that ignores defense when attacking an enemy that has ebony wound. So this is just... Oh, I unlocked him. That's not smart. This is just sitting here, 140, and then it goes up 70%. I'm not sure if it's multiplicative here. If it's not, it goes up to 210, which is great. But this one will go up to 390. If it is additive, it goes up to 390. If it's not additive, it goes up to a lot. I'm not gonna go over that right now. I don't want to do all that crazy math right now. Nah. I'm good. All right, so then this would go up to 510 for level 1, up to this. Just crazy buttload of damage. All right, and that the extra 210%. Oh wait, no, it says damage equal to 70% of attack. So it does add into another 70%. So this one will be additive, but the extra 70% ignores defense. That's my bad. I did not read that part right. It also increases his multi-strike chance by 80%, which you start out with 5%, so you're just hitting basically a multi-strike every turn. It's pretty good, I gotta say. Then you have his Awaken. Skill number 3 also affects the 2 enemies adjacent. I'm looking at you here. You deal 370%, just extra. for the damage with that ignores defense. Okay. 90% chance to gain Veil of Phantasm, which guarantees evasion if attacked, if the caster applies an Ebony Wound. 100% chance for the caster to gain 50% counterattack chance increase for 2 turns if he applies Ebony Wound. So literally every turn, you're sitting there applying Ebony Wounds. pretty much. It says really high chance, 90% chance to apply an Ebony Wound. 90% chance to apply Ebony Wounds to the target and 2 adjacent enemies when attacking a target with Ebony Wound. You know, you're just going to apply an Ebony Wound. And there's 100% chance to gain increased counterattack chance. That's insane. And like with multi-strike being at 85% base, and then your counterattack goes up to 55% base, you need to do some crazy stuff. What I have determined is that Ashley with counterattack, he will almost always have Veil of Phantasm. So he's never gonna get hit. And it just combines together to make something that's just disgusting. It's just so powerful. He's very, very strong, and it's very, very, very exciting to have him. Whenever I summoned him, I popped off, you know? Like, what else was I gonna do? Next one. She's very basic to herself. She's very balanced. She's able to deal a bunch of damage. She's able to do anti-support stuff, and she's just overall a good unit. And she's now awakenable, which is kind of neat for an Advent hero, because you can get them for free pretty much. But it's Cali. Cali is known as the Controller. Here's her awakened form. I like her awakened form. I just like her like unique style, because she's a ninja. It's pretty sweet. Oops. Just let her do a real quick little jump. Right. She is the only unit that adds brand. She also decreased target's buff duration, which is fairly similar to a lot of other moves that we have, where it's actually remove instead. And she deals just like this 100%. Right? She also, at level 6, for some reason, applies 5 stacks of Ebony Wound if the caster's hidden. Now, if that's so, I believe if you can hit with the strongest unit that can give Ebony Wound first, then like whenever the others give Ebony Wound, I don't know if they get their own little Ebony Wounds, which if they do, that's pretty powerful. But if not, then it will probably be the culmination of 300% of the highest damage. So that just overall becomes really powerful. Oh my god, she makes Ebony Wounds. That's pretty sweet, actually. That's really cool, because she's easy to skill level up. Right? This one inflicts penetration damage of 320% of attack and applies bleed. And it will apply 5 stacks of Ebony Wound for 3 turns. She deals an extra penetration damage equal to 160% of attack, applies bleed, and applies 5 stacks of Ebony Wounds to 3 additional enemies that the caster's hidden. So that's so much text. And I did not expect this, but it's 2 additional here, but at level 6. This is probably her best skill in that case. At level 6, it becomes 3 additional enemies. So she just starts out 4 enemies with Ebony Wound and bleed, perhaps. No, it's straight up bleed for 3, and an 80% chance to get the 4th. Now this skill I really like. How she melts with it, dude. It's insane. Inflicts penetration damage equal to 480% of attack to 1 target. Inflicts 200% additional damage to the target as an attack defense type. See, if we read that just by itself, it's not 200% extra attack damage. She sits there for 480% of attack, and then she inflicts 200% additional damage. That's straight up 200% additional damage to that 480. She's hitting for so much more. She's hitting for 1440. 1440. That's crazy. That's crazy high. That's so much. 1440% of her attack. And then you get things like extra crazy stuff. Like, she hits an extra 150 as well. So this skill If it's not against an attack type enemy, it's just straight up insane amounts of damage. It's just that's how it is. She also increases her attack. Now she has a lot of synergy, right? At the start of the wave, she just hides. Whenever she's hiding, poisons 3 enemies. Poison's my favorite debuff because it's the only damage over time that can kill. That's useful because it's not like on the start of their turn they die. No, it's not like that. But it's like if a supporter were to heal, then the person that they healed could die because poison's reverse healing. That's cool, right? She also has Resolve, which I think Resolve is like actually really good. It's easy to break because if you have like Verdandi or if you have Morrigan, you can end it, right? But her Resolve has some cool stuff. She removes all debuffs, heals all the way to 100%, so you just reset and blinds all enemies for 1 turn. She also now inflicts 80% additional damage when attacking a target affected by damage over time. So we have Renard's 70 and her 80. That's 150 by itself. This would be probably additive. Whoa, that's crazy. Wait a minute, are you kidding me? Okay, I didn't like look at her other like skill level for this, but it goes from 22% additional to 200. So that's just she just hits hard. And she's easy to get. You know? Like that's just overall that's really powerful. Now whenever an ally skill applies a debuff, there's an 80% chance she hides. I like debuffs. I have a team that applies debuffs more than once every turn. There's an 80% chance to remove 2 abnormal statuses, and to gain abnormal status immunity for 2 turns. And that those are separate sets. So preferably you want abnormal status immunity. And she also has a 100% chance to increase allies' critical strike damage by 40% for 2 turns if hidden. So straight up, Morgan, who always crits. Straight up, Ashley, who almost always crits as well. You have this extra multiplicative damage of crit. And you start out with these awakenable heroes, and I believe they go up to 60. Basic. Maybe 40. I could be wrong on those ends. I'm not sure. It's either 60 or 40. And then you go up to 80 to 100. And that's just an extra additive. So if she crits this skill and she has 100, if she has 100% crit damage and she hits the crit strike, we're looking at almost 3,000% of attack. No, we're hitting 3,000% of her attack. Why can't you just see that this is cool? This is cool. And it goes through her penetration damage goes through shield, goes through damage immunities, and like a lot of characters can be based on damage immunity and shield, but she hits penetration damage. See, all of her skills at level 6. Oh wait, no, not this one. But this one ignores defense. That's what I'm looking at. But the 2 and 3, they have penetration at the max level, at least. But her first skill just ignores defense, and that's in itself is really powerful. She also applies the ebony wounds, and she just all in all comes in, kicks butt. And like with Morgan, always dealing this super crazy extra damage and crits and does all this busted broken attacks and such. There's more to it. And that makes me scared of what can happen. And that's what it is. It's what can happen. Like Ashley doesn't have some busted outfit. What he has is just a straight up attack plus 7/7, attack plus 14%, HP plus 7%. That's just a basic costume. It doesn't have anything extra effect, right? But then you have characters, Morgan, she's got one. She switches it up by just increasing the damage she deals and also applies ebony wounds. She goes to 5 stacks of ebony wounds at max. And she's harder to get, yes. And all. But like she instead deals 50% extra damage with divine sword or demon sword. She takes 50% less damage whenever shadowed, and instead of 25, and she just like all in all becomes insane. Whenever she attacks somebody with damage over time, not bleeding anymore, she just increases her attack by 20%. You know? Oh, no, it is a bleeding target, but she deals 70% of attack to anyone with damage over time, and that's everyone. That's every unit pretty much. Uh, and like she doesn't change too much things, but she just like in the end hides herself more. She removes more debuffs, or removes more buffs from the enemies, and she just becomes really powerful, and it scares me. It scares me because she could start out dealing 2 to 5 ebony wounds, and it just comes in and just wrecks pretty much. And like underrated characters, I believe that all of these characters are underrated, and like I feel like because like Cali, she doesn't have a costume that's super broken or anything. She just has this extra 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, and all. And you just like I always think, why does no one think that this is broken? I literally just laid out that I'm going to hit 3,000 damage with crits as Cali. Like I look over here at Renard, and I see his damage. It increases damage dealt to enemies with damage over time by 7%. And I see that if this hits, this deals 170%. If it hits here, it's not 230 because it's multiplicative now. It's not additive, it's multiplicative. It becomes something way more. I see this 510 instead. And I just think like why don't people see how broken these units like are? I don't have her hero talent? Okay, I'll have to get that. But like the way it is, the team deals additional damage. I see additional damage a lot, and people seem to just misunderstand it, I feel like. Because, like, Marduk has additional damage where it's based on his HP. They have additional damage based on damage dealt. You're not going to sit there with a 300% damage, dealing 150% extra damage, hitting for the 300% at first, and then 150% at first. You're going to see it hitting 300% at first, and then also 450. Or no, not 450. Sorry, 750. It's just overall, it's insane. It's just like I feel like it's an underwhelming thing to most people, and to me, I just think broken, 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 broken. And like some people in PvP, they see it as broken with Morgan, but that's it. It's just I just don't see it. I don't get it, and I'm not gonna get it, and that's fine. I don't want to be a metagamer. I'd never want to be a metagamer in any game I want to play. I just want to sit here and enjoy the game. Because that's what I want to do, you know. Like, I don't need a broken Marduk because I don't think he's super broken. I think he's good against the Shadow Guild thing, obviously, but so is for Dandy. It's literally made for both of those characters, and I just feel like I want to have more fun with the game. I don't want to sit back and let other people tell me how to play the game, and I feel like that's fair. I feel like it's fair. Is that too much to ask? You know? In any game I play, don't backseat. I don't like backseat gaming. It's not cool. I like playing games. I like finding out what I want to find out. I just sit here and I see some cool things, you know? I see like this boy who never gets hit. I see this girl who deals with supporters in Marduk. I see characters that just eat. And I'm like, this is awesome. I want to make people upset. But I don't want I don't want to follow everyone else. I think that's gonna be the video. I'm sorry about yesterday not posting. I'm gonna be posting daily again, and I'm just gonna fix what happened. I'm hoping that this video was it's a decently long video. I'm hoping that this video I'm gonna let it go just a little bit further. I'm gonna go to PvP. We're gonna go to the rankings. And we're just gonna see. Mina, Edwin, Ruby, Marduk, Silveria. There's the Marduk that we all know and love. This guy's got 20, 24, no, 23, 4, 12. Decent HP. Now there's the Marduk we all know and love. 21. You know? Like, I just, oh, double tanking. Bro, how can your Electra be stronger than your Marduk? That's weird. Let's see. I think maybe it's like Morgan banned? No, because people don't think she's good. That's just what it is. All right, well, now I think I'm gonna cut the video. Um, I'll be seeing y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Good rest of the week. Stay safe.